We are live, 5:30 p.m. Pureline Nutrition. Telling our followers that you guys are joining us on YouTube later. Thank you guys for watching this video. Just wait for some people to chime in here. Hey, brother. Welcome guys. 5:30 p.m. It's at Pureline Nutrition, and it is Testosterone Tuesday. Every day's going to have a little theme like that. Monday will be Motivation Monday. Tuesday, somebody just clicked out. They're like, oh, that's not for me. All right, guys. How y'all doing out there? Everybody doing well today? 5:30 p.m. Tuesday, January 22nd. There's Alex. I can always count on Alex to join in. What's up, buddy? No more Cowboys. There's no more Cowboys for us to watch, man. Such a sad situation. There's Protein Cookie Girl 1. So I've got my fan club. Awesome. We got that set up. All right, guys. How's everybody doing? Hey, boss. How are you? All right, guys. So check it out. A couple things we're going to do real quick. Number one, we are going to give something away after today's talk. Okay? Top fan. Okay, today, so we got something really cool in here at Pureline about a day ago. And we haven't released these yet, but we're going to be releasing them in about probably early next week. But check these out, okay? This is the Pureline hoodie. Okay, so you got your Pureline hoodie, got your logo, got your sleeve logo, nice zips. And we've got these, we have them in small. We've got them in small, medium, large, and double, and extra large and double extra large. Actually, do we have some 3Xs? Yeah, I think we have some 3Xs too, but check that out. Isn't that cool? So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be giving this away today. I'm going to go through our topic today, talk a little bit about testosterone, because I think it's a relevant topic. So women, y'all probably won't get much out of this, but guys, I think you get a lot out of this. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and then I'm going to have a question at the end based on, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to give that away to the best question that comes in over the course of the live feed. And at the end, somebody comes up with a really good question, and we answer that question, I'm going to go ahead and send you out a free hoodie. Sound good? Cool. Okay, check it out. So, today, guys, again, this is going to be geared towards men because today's topic's all about testosterone, okay? It's Testosterone Tuesday. That's what I'm calling it, okay? And it's about what testosterone is, whether or not you need it, how you can improve it, and a few hacks that I've come up with to help you increase it naturally, okay? So I think the first thing we need to do is just kind of discuss what testosterone is, guys, right? So testosterone is that main primary hormone. It does two things for you. Number one, it's the regulator of the male reproductive system, sex hormone, tissues, all that stuff. But I think what we're interested in is the second thing that it does, which is increases muscle mass, the secondary characteristics, bone mass, body hair, all those stuff. But more importantly, muscle mass. Most of us are pretty much considered. Most of us consider that the most important thing when we're thinking about testosterone, right? And women do have a little bit of testosterone. In fact, as women are getting older and they're getting their hormones regulated now, doctors are putting them on testosterone creams and stuff, making sure that everything is where it should be, right? But as far as men and how it affects men, you see, most of us guys have from 13 years up, we start producing testosterone. And this is the stuff that's, helps us put on muscle and gets us aggressive and makes us kind of who we are as guys, right? But something happens. Around 30, we start to notice that our testosterone levels decline. And how do we notice that? I know for me, personally, when I hit about 35, 36, it was a lot harder to build muscle. I was a lot, my sleep wasn't as good. I had fat redistribution. There were certain areas in my body that I didn't have body fat that all of a sudden now I had body fat, and I was kind of like, wow, this is weird. I've never had this. Another thing, it took me a lot longer to lose body fat. It took longer to build muscle. I was a little more moody, and I also noticed that I just didn't feel the same energy-wise. I just didn't have really great energy, and I knew something was going on in my body. I was like, testosterone levels are definitely on the decline, which is about right. From 30 on, we tend to start seeing a decline in testosterone. And basically at that point, you have two possibilities, two things you can do. Number one is you can look at, testosterone replacement therapy, which is very common now, and it's a very misunderstood thing. And I highly recommend you look at doing that if you find that your testosterone levels are low. But how do you find that to begin with? Number one, you've got to get your blood work done. Get your blood work done. The normal range is somewhere between 250 to 1100, but I think there's optimal and there's low and there's high. I think optimal is somewhere around 700 to 800, but it just depends on you. And hopefully, if you decide to go the TRT route, which is testosterone replacement therapy, you can find a good physician that knows what they're doing and can test your blood and can check your blood work, continuously. And you can make sure that you're taking something that will help stabilize and get your testosterone levels to a place that they need to be. That's the whole idea. Now, if you want a good book on it, there's this book called The Definitive Manual on TRT, and it was written by a guy named Jay Campbell. It's called The Definitive Manual on TRT by Jay Campbell, and that's a really good book. I mean, it's got pretty much everything you could possibly need to know from a physiological and biological standpoint about testosterone replacement therapy. So if you are interested in going that route, check that book out. It's got a lot of pertinent information I think you'll like. But the second option, the one I want to talk to you a little bit more about today, was what do we do if we don't want to do TRT? And what if you're somebody who's out there who says, man, I don't know if I want to go on testosterone replacement therapy for life. Because once you do TRT, it is a lifelong venture. It is something that you need to do forever in most cases. So what if you just wanted to try increasing it naturally? Or what if you were just maybe coming off of a SARM or a pro-hormone or something in that regard, and you were like, hey man, I want to do everything to maximize my natural testosterone production. What could I do? And essentially there's three things, and it all boils down to diet, supplement, and training. And believe it or not, there's three ways to utilize each of those things, each of those three pillars, diet, supplement, training, to maximize testosterone output, to basically make the body really produce testosterone. So diet-wise, first thing that you definitely want to do is try to avoid processed sugars, carbohydrates, alcohol. All of those are testosterone killers. I mean, they'll pretty much just shoot testosterone levels down, and you'll just not ever recover and get to that high level of testosterone that you're trying to obtain. So eliminate all of that stuff, processed carbs, sugars, alcohol, anything like that. Now, at the same time, you want to increase fatty acids, increase natural fats into your diet, as far as your natural fats in the diet. And that can come from anything from increasing your fish intake, natural peanut butter, almond butter, avocado, peanuts. All of those things help the body produce testosterone and give it the adequate material it needs to increase testosterone levels. So look at that. Now, when it comes to training, I should add this. Whole eggs are also another good thing for testosterone levels. A lot of guys, when I was starting out, I would always do like egg whites and kind of eliminate the whole eggs. Make sure you're doing a lot of whole eggs, because that's really where the bulk of the good fats are that will help your body produce more testosterone. So we talked about diet and how that reflects on your testosterone levels, but what about training? How can training play into the testosterone magic? What can we do from a training standpoint to increase natural testosterone levels? And it's really interesting because pretty much the majority of the people watching this, or the majority of people that work out, you go to the gym and, you do your body part and you hit about 10 to 12 reps. I've even said before, 8 to 10 reps is where most muscle growth occurs, which is probably right. But for the point of, or for the purpose of increasing testosterone levels, a lot of studies show us that rep ranges in the 3 to 5 rep range, heavy, tend to increase total body testosterone and growth hormone more than your 8 to 10 reps or 10 to 12 reps. So interestingly enough, the other component is to utilize full body movements. For example, deadlifts, squats, rows, standing shoulder press, things where you're utilizing more than just one muscle group. What will happen is by doing that, again, you're creating stress on the body, and the body is naturally producing more testosterone after that workout. Also, another thing when it comes to the training is to have longer rest periods. 60 seconds is usually a standard rest period, 60 to 90 seconds. What you probably want to do is increase that to about even 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes, again, will allow you to fully recover and then hit that next set that's heavy, 3 to 5 reps, at a really, really maximum intensity so that, again, you can release growth hormone and testosterone. So, again, when it comes to training, all of those things come into play. And I tell you what, I have a testosterone elevation program. It's a workout that I utilize and I've utilized throughout my last 15 or 20 years. If you guys want that, send me an email, info@thepureline.com. And what I'll do, just put in that email, testosterone elevation workout, and I'll send that to you. I've got it somewhere on a computer backed up somewhere, but it's a great workout, full body movements, compound movements, working legs, back, chest, big muscle groups with big power movements to help increase the release of testosterone. So I'll send that to you guys for free. Again, just send me an email at info@thepureline.com. So we talked diet, we talked training. What can I do from a supplement standpoint to increase testosterone levels? Or what can you do, right? So there's a lot of things, and there's a lot of stuff out there that's come out that probably doesn't work, but there are a few things that do have some valid science behind them. And let me give you those basic things real quick. Number one, and actually just a recent study that came out that I was reading about the other day shows that one of the most important things for increasing testosterone naturally is magnesium. Magnesium in the 450 to 500 milligram per day range seems to do a lot in terms of helping produce and promote natural testosterone levels. So if you're not using a magnesium supplement, that's something you can definitely utilize right now that will help you tremendously. And the other thing is zinc. Zinc has a tremendous amount of power in increasing natural testosterone, especially around the 30 milligram per day level. So that may also be something that if you're not using, you can add. In fact, you can find zinc and magnesium at Target, Walmart, your local drugstore, wherever. I mean, it's pretty much easy to find those minerals. Zinc and magnesium are kind of the backbone of ZMA, which was a popular supplement for a long time and still is, and has a lot of good studies to show how it naturally increases testosterone levels. But for the most part, zinc and magnesium are the main players there. We actually have a product called Testoplex. If you will, we'll put the link in the comments. Testoplex actually is a combination of magnesium, zinc, and Bulgarian triglycerides, which all work to increase natural testosterone levels together. So if you didn't want to take everything separately, you could simply take that, and it pretty much has everything in it done for you. The other important compound that has what I will say is conflicting research is D-aspartic acid, and that is the main amino acid found in our T-drive compound. D-aspartic acid originally came out and had a really strong Italian study behind it that showed that it drastically increased testosterone levels in a period of 7 to 14 weeks. Later, several years later, as studies continue, there were studies that came out that said it didn't do anything at all, and then there were certain studies that said it only worked during the time that you were taking it. So that kind of put a lot of people in a position where they were like, well, does D-aspartic acid really work? Now, here's my take on it. I've seen it work. I've had hundreds and hundreds of guys, men from the ages of 27 to 67, take T-Drive, especially our T-Drive or our D-aspartic acid product, alone with nothing else, who weren't on testosterone replacement therapy, and they saw some really good results. I mean, in fact, we've had several people get labs done pre-D-aspartic acid and post-D-aspartic acid, and I mean, we've seen testosterone levels go from as low as 210 all the way up to 550, 600. So it definitely works. I've seen that, and that's just my personal opinion, having watched men take that particular compound. So I think it's worth a shot. It's not expensive, and you can definitely utilize it with zinc and magnesium, or combine T-Drive and Testoplex together for an even better and more profound result at the end of the day. So those are my three takeaways, D-aspartic acid, magnesium, and zinc, as far as supplements are concerned. Training, heavy weight, 3 to 5 reps, longer rest periods, 2 to 3 minutes in between. And as far as eating and your diet, making sure that you're staying away from refined carbohydrates, sugars, anything that will create an environment that will minimize testosterone levels, while at the same time adding in essential fats, whole eggs, natural peanut butter, natural almond butter, stuff that will help give your body the raw materials it needs, cholesterol, to build and to help maintain a higher level of testosterone. So think about those three things as you kind of continue down your journey, whether it's for weight loss or body fat, reduction or body transformation, whatever it is. testosterone is that master hormone that as a male you definitely need. And again, the other alternative is if you do not want to go the supplement route, then or the natural hacking route, look at TRT. Get with a good physician who's got a track record of working with people that have low testosterone, and get your testosterone levels checked. See where you're at. See if you're at a healthy point, because that definitely is an option for those of you out there who may be ready to take that step, albeit it is a long-term option. So kind of think about that. I think that'll help you in your journey this year going forward. Okay. So with that being said, guys, I let you guys know at the beginning of the broadcast that we were going to give this away. This is our Pureline hoodie. We just got these in several different sizes: small, medium, large, double X, and even triple X, I believe. And we haven't even put them out at the stores. We haven't even released them on our website, but they are going to be available. And what I said was the person who had one of the most impactful questions through this broadcast was going to get one for free. So, have we had any questions come in?
We just had one. It was, how long would it take to start to feel a difference if you're using the treatment, the testosterone treatment?
Okay, so the question was, how long would it feel, or how long would it take to feel a difference once you started the training program and started working towards, trying to increase testosterone? I think it's a combination. It's a three-pronged approach. You can't just depend on the training. I think you need to combine that training with the dietary changes, moderately increasing good fats, bringing carbs and refined sugars down, while at the same time, increasing protein, and simultaneously taking extra zinc, magnesium, D-aspartic acid. I think if you're doing all of those things together, I definitely feel like you'll notice a difference probably within as little as 7 to 12 days. But it's a combination of all those things, because you are going about it naturally. You're not taking TRT, or you're not using a testosterone replacement product. So it's going to take a little bit longer. But the end result is that you're naturally tricking your body, or creating the environment for your body to produce the testosterone that it needs to perform at a higher level, to recover better, to be healthier, etc. Let's see. Did you see my question? I'm wondering, once you start it, it's a long-term commitment. I'm assuming that has to do with TRT, and from what I've been told from my urologist, it is, basically when you start taking testosterone, or you're on TRT therapy, your body's no longer going to produce testosterone. And it would take a lot to get your body to kick in or start producing testosterone again once you've been on TRT for a prolonged period of time. So is it possible to get back to normal and not have to stay on TRT? Absolutely. I have a friend who was on TRT for probably 24 to 36 months straight. And after a while, he just said, you know what, I don't want to be on TRT anymore. It's just not something I want to do. It's just getting to be a literal pain in the butt to do this every week. And he got off and just did all the things we talked about in our, natural hacks. And essentially, got his testosterone levels right back up to normal within about 7 to 8 months, and is doing really well. So yeah, you can do that. You definitely can do it without, or get on TRT and then got off it. There's definite ways to do it. But for the most part, the majority of people who start it do it with the intention of staying on it lifelong, or doing it for the rest of their lives. So kind of just keep that in mind. That's a great question. So Casey Leah, who is that? Casiella? Send us your information, man. Send me your, put it in the comments, put your name and address, and your size, and we'll send you out one of our new Pureline hoodies, man. So we appreciate the questions, guys.
Why does testosterone go down in men?
Mr. Garza is asking about why testosterone goes down in men. Well, essentially, all men produce testosterone from the ages of 13 all the way up until about 25, 26, and then it just is a natural thing. Your body just stops producing testosterone. That's just kind of biologically how the body was made. And on the flip side to that, estrogen levels start to go up. So it's actually a double-edged sword. Testosterone levels are going down, estrogen levels are going up. So what that means is we're losing mass, we're losing muscle, we're losing strength, while at the same time we're getting a little softer, we're putting on body fat, all the things that estrogen-related estrogen-related side effects, those are what we're starting to see. So that's the issue, and it's just a natural biological process. And obviously, the idea is to fight that process and to instead try to keep our testosterone levels at a healthy range while minimizing the buildup of excess estrogen. And that would be the best position you could be in for long-term body transformation, for looking good, for staying lean, even for living longer and healthier. Okay, guys? Awesome. All right, guys, so some really good questions out there. We appreciate you guys tuning in. So 5:30 every day, we try to come at you with some good information. I'll be traveling the next few days, Thursday and Friday, so I'm probably going to do the Instagram and Facebook Live from my destination. So I still don't know exactly what that's going to be, but we will definitely hit you up from the hotel or wherever we're at. So tune in, tell your friends. If you're watching this on YouTube later on, after we've broadcasted this live, then do us a favor, subscribe and leave your, or actually just subscribe. You have to leave any information. Subscribe and tell your friends about us, man. We'd really appreciate it. Also, check out our website, pureline.com. We've got a ton of stuff on there for fat loss, muscle enhancement, anything that you're trying to do, we can definitely help you out with. If you guys want to talk to us, give us a call. We have a free, toll-free number, 1-800-632-1402. You can talk to any of our guys, and they'll help you kind of design a plan that can help you get to your goals quicker in 2019. If you have any questions for us, email us at info@thepureline.com. Guys, hope you're having an awesome Tuesday. We'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Thanks for tuning in.